Nisa, you're back, really for your final go around. How are your emotions as you press into the Big 12 as a veteran for BYU?
Man, I feel like for the most part, first and foremost, I just feel grateful and extremely excited and grateful to be able to be a part of this team going into the Big 12, um, making history, becoming part of this conference, but just also just feeling grateful. Yeah.
In previous years, based on the defensive scheme and drop eight coverage, a lot of bend don't break, you were more or less a block eater. Now things have been described to me as more aggressive. I think one of your coaches said, we're going to let the big dogs eat, and they specifically referenced you. So how does your role change in the interior on the defensive line under this new defensive scheme?
I feel like for the most part, all of us have a job, and we all have a shade or we all have a gap, and it's just what I'm really focused on is just trying to play that shade to the best of my ability, do my 1/11th. But as far as being able to give a little more, be given a little more flexibility with trying to showcase my speed or power, I feel like I'm given the opportunity. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do my job, focus on my part.
What makes this defensive line group with the new faces that have joined you a little bit different than those you've been around in the past as well?
Yeah, definitely I feel like we're a very close-knit group. We're able to know each other very on a very individual level, and so I just feel like we're very cohesive with each other, and just able to communicate. Trying to understand. What did we do wrong, and then we learn from it, and so it's just all a team effort on trying to learn and trying to get better every day.
What's the biggest difference that you've noticed since Jay Hill took over as defensive coordinator?
That guy, he demands the best out of us, and I wouldn't have any other way. I respect him, and I love him as a coach and as a mentor. He's definitely taught me a lot, specifically not working with us, but just seeing how he, gathers the defense, and it's just been amazing. It's just been amazing to be with him and to learn from him, and also to receive advice from him. Trying to get to the next level. And so just I'm all ears for him, trying to listen, trying to soak in everything, so I can become a better player.
How has Sione Puha and even Kelly Papinga, those two specific coaches working with the defensive line, helped you progress this offseason?
Yeah, they've definitely shown me that, that they've really demanded the best out of all of us, and trying to strive for our best self, just trying to play our game, trying to focus on our form, and really being focused and dialed in when it comes to us as individual groups. And I've learned a lot from him. I have so much respect and so much love for him. He's not only a good mentor in football, but also outside of football, and life in general. I'm able to progress as a player and also as an individual.
Great stuff with Atunaisa Mahe. How do you envision BYU football matching up with the Big 12 in year one as a Power 5 team?
We have the parts, we have the tools, we have the individuals, and I feel like if we play as a team and we continue to focus on what we're supposed to do as a team, there's only up from here, I feel. And so we just need to stay focused and then stay humble, stay level-headed, and that'll take us far.
How do you feel about being picked to finish 11th in the Big 12 conference? Like, how much stock do you put into that, and how do you move through that as a potential motivator?
It definitely is motivating. But at the same time, all we can really do is just focus on what we're doing. There's always going to be noise outside of the room. Just got to stay inside the room and be focused on what we're trying to do as a team and as individuals. So, it's great. It's great. We love showing what we can showcase when it comes to people's expectations. We'd love to blow them out of the park as far as expectations go. But at the end of the day, we just focus on what we're supposed to do.
Nicely, you're such a gentleman, and you're so soft-spoken and so kind. But football is a violent sport. So how do you flip the switch? Is it a song before the game starts, before you run out of time? What do you do to get in the right mode for the violent nature of football?
I really just focus on what I'm playing for. I feel like that really calms my nerves knowing that I'm not going out there just for myself, but also for my team and my brothers and also for my family. Pretty much just trying to represent well, playing with sportsmanship, and also just, yeah, definitely when you get onto the field, everything is just clocked. You're just dialed in. Noise goes silent. I feel like, especially my first game ever, just going onto the field, like everything was silent to me, even though the crowd was going, playing Utah. But I mean, so yeah, I just try to remember what I'm playing for.
Love that answer. The calm before the storm of football. Nice. Thanks for the time, man.
Thanks, man.